Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Redesign with Prima page. I will wait a couple seconds to let some of you hop on. Hopefully I'm on the right page and I will have Redesign with Prima joining me. So I am Calle Ratkovich and I am the owner and painter at Calle's ReDesigns. So I'm a furniture painter by heart, and that is what I do. I've been having some fun though with our amazing Redesign with Prima products, and I just wanted to share a fun craft with you today. So join me and let's have some fun. I am a content creator, which means I come on here just every once in a while and get to share with you just some of the products that I love, and I love a lot of them, so you got that. Now if you hear any noises in the back, I do have a golden doodle puppy, and he is cute. He's very, very cute, but he's already playing with a toy, so he's going to maybe make a little bit more noise than I'm used to. Okay, so let's get started. The product that I'm using today are the Decor molds by Redesign with Prima. They are super duper 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 cool. If you see, they have these two different ornaments. I'm trying to get rid of the glare for you. Two different size ornaments, two different designs, and they are super fun. So you can, here's another one. Okay, and then closer for you. They're really cute. So you can use the paper clay or you can use resin. Today I'm going to be using resin, and resin is my preference if I'm going to be using these molds and they're going to be going on furniture where the surface is flat. Then I like to use the resin. Otherwise, I will use the paper clay when I need to go around corners, or if you are adhering to a round surface or something like that. Okay? All right, so first thing that we have to do is we have to make the molds so that we can start creating. So I'm going to share with you how we do that. And I already have one made, but we're going to do it together. All right, so you take your mold, put it on a level and flat surface, okay? And because I make several molds quite often, a lot of molds, what I like to do is I purchase them in larger containers. If you're just starting out, try the paper clay. It's phenomenal. You can buy it at any of your retailers, but you don't necessarily have to buy them this big until you figure out how much you love it. So what I'm going to do today is I have these little measuring cups, and I am going to put them right to 2 ounces. I have found, I'm a little off, I have found that this is the really good amount for making 2 of these. Okay, so that is, that is the fabric cast polyurethane casting resin. That is the clear. And what you want to do is you want to mix these exact ratio, 1 to 1. So this is the fabric cast. Also, this is the A. So you're going to mix these after equal parts. My dog's eating his food now. He's a almost 8-month-old golden doodle, and he's really funny. So he helps me while I'm crafting. So what I'm going to do is just mix these together. All the way out of there. you do have to work relatively quickly when you're doing these because it starts to set up really, really quick. It starts getting hot, and that means it's ready to harden, and then you get going. Okay, so I have my, bring you a little closer, like that. I'll put you here for now, and then I will move the camera just so you can just see the camera. Okay, so you just pour it in. I like to pour it in slowly so that I make sure I'm getting at all of the design without over pouring. If you over pour, it's not a big deal though, because you can always come back with the scissors and just trim that away. Brody, do you have to eat the food right now? Okay, so I already made these, but I'm going to remove those. Get them out of my way for a second, and I'm going to pour this one as well. I like to do 2 at a time and then just kind of step back and see where I have missed instead of filling one completely at a time. These ornaments are so cute though. I'm just so pleased. Although all the molds, you can just get so creative with them. And you can actually use any one of the molds and combine them or use them by themselves and also do some more Christmas ornaments. So I have a little bit left, and that's just going to completely harden in there. But we're going to allow that to dry, and we don't have to wait for it because I've already got some going. Okay, so this is what it looks like when they harden. And like I said, if you over poured slightly, you can take a scissor, or you may even be able to just break that away. Thank you so much for joining me today. So if you're just hopping on, I am Calle. I'm the owner and painter at Calle's ReDesigns. I'm a furniture painter, but today we're crafting. Oh, did I show you? So it's really, really cute. I love it. I love the little star. I love the fact that you are able to hang this. And when you use it with resin, it has a nice weight to it. So you have an option right here. You could make 2 of these and then glue them together so that it would have a front and a back, although that's not necessary at all. You could decoupage the back or paint it or whatever you want to do and just hang it as is. And it would be really, really adorable. So this one I did over pour a little bit. So like I said, you can take your scissor or an X-Acto knife and just trim that away. This mold right here, probably I made maybe 20 minutes ago. So it is completely hardened and ready to use. Okay. All right, so there's 1 and 2. And there's this one. This one, the top broke off a little bit, but with the way we're going to be working with it, you can either just cut that off or you can just make it look like it's aged, and I really like that. Here's the other one. Okay, so I believe that one was called, this one is called Silver Bells. And then the other one was called Victorian Adornments. Sorry if it's backwards for you. Okay, Victorian Adornments is this one and that one. Okay, so yeah, contact your local retailer and see if you can get these started, because this is super fun. All right, so we are allowing these to dry. I'm just going to set them aside and let them harden just a little bit so that when I moved them, that it wouldn't change the, so that they'd stay level. Okay, our next step for the way that I'm gonna make these, there's so many different ways, but this is just one, and I hope you guys like it. Okay, so, you know, we're going through some really crazy times, right? COVID has affected all of us in so many ways, and I noticed one thing for sure is I have a lot more packages arriving to my house, so there's a lot of cardboard, and I like to recycle when I can. This is just one of the flaps from the top of one of my boxes, and I'm going to use this to create ornaments. Now you can also use like balsa wood, and you can take an X-Acto knife and do exactly the same thing, and that's relatively cheap. You can get that at your fabric or craft store, and then seriously, you can just cut it with an X-Acto knife. So there is that option. But I'm going to tell you, using this cardboard, which seems maybe a little off, I don't know, it came out so cool because it definitely added to the vintage and the aged look, because it kind of gave it this texture, this corrugated texture, and I love that part too. Okay, so what I did is I just took one of my pieces of cardboard. My daughter's coming in, so be ready. Morgan, I'm on live, honey. Okay, so what I did is I took the cardboard and I cut it to the size of my ornament. And then I just cut off the edges just to give it a little bit more dimension. Now you can round those corners or you can keep them square. It's completely up to you. You know, every different way is going to look even cooler, right? I'm sorry if I can't see your comments, but hello guys, I really appreciate you watching. So what I did here was I just took some hot glue and some G6000 glue, and I just adhered this mold that we just made together. And now I'm going to get a little bit more creative. This is just a fun option, and they just came out nice. Like I said, I'm not really a crafter, I'm a furniture painter, but I'm so happy with the way these ornaments came out, and they've been selling like crazy at my shop because you can use them as gift tags or as ornaments. The sky's the limit, okay? So it's really, really fun. So I don't know if you're familiar with this product, but it's called Salt Wash, and it's just a powder that you mix with your paint of choice. I happen to be a Wise Owl retailer, so I will be using Wise Owl today. But any type of paint, any type, even just a house wall paint, it will work with. So what I do is I pour some of this into a container. I'm not going to do any measuring to bore you guys. And then I'm going to take any color that you want, okay? But my color today is chocolate. It looks just like chocolate. But I would say at this point, any dark color, and I'm going for like a shabby chic look. And it's really cool. So I'm just going to pour some of my chocolate. This is just a chalk paint. I'm going to pour some of this in the container, and we are going to be on our way. Now they call it chocolate, and it really is chocolate. It's really cool. Don't eat it, but it is chocolate. So then we're gonna come over here and I'm gonna mix this in. And like I said, so this is just one fun thing that you can do with these decor molds. Get creative with them. Go different routes. You can use them, like I said, by themselves and just hang them and paint them. Add some decor waxes and gilding waxes, all kinds of fun stuff, and add some bow. Have fun, but this way is super fun. Super fun. So Salt Wash is a paint texturizer. It adds, there's all different kind of products out there too, by the way. I can't think of the names right now, but this one works really, really well. So I'm going to, I guess, use this brush. And see, it's like to a batter-like consistency. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my ornament and I'm just going to plop this paint on. Let's see if I go this way. Doesn't it look, it looks like chocolate. So the reason I chose chocolate is because I wanted to have a darker color first so that when I started layering it, I would be able to get the effect I was going for. I can get this done really quickly. Okay, so once I've got my ornament and my cardboard or my balsa wood or whatever you decided to use, what I like to do is take my brush and just create like a stippling effect all over the ornament, all over your entire cardboard or whatever you've used. And I'm going to be covering the cardboard with this product, you know, the corrugated edge. Not that you need to, but it just kind of, it really adds to it. Like I said, I'm not really a crafter, but I've definitely enjoyed this, and I love working with molds. I love adding the molds to my furniture pieces. If you're missing trim or whatnot, you can do so much with the molds. Okay, so I'm just going to allow that to dry and set it aside, let it dry, and this is a different one, but it's already dry, ready to go. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to add my second layer of color. And I'm going to get my other brush. Hold on. Here you go. Sorry about that. I wasn't thinking about needing two brushes for two different colors. Okay, so now what I do is I just take a lighter color of choice. This one's called Isles Ave. So it's like a creamy white. And what I do is I just take my brush and I just cover it up. The fun thing is it's basically like you're frosting a cake on both, with both colors. And you can use any colors you want, but it really is kind of helpful to use the dark color first. And you'll see why. So like I said, I started with chocolate, and now I came back and I'm using a white or a cream. And you can also choose to do a little bit of stippling at this point, but you don't really need to because you already have the base. So there's that. Now it already looks really, really pretty. So you don't have to do anything else except, you know, just embellish it a little bit here and there, right? It's already really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put that there so you guys can see it. I'm going to move my brush out of the way, my paint out of the way. Okay, my next step, let's see if I have one ready. I do. Awesome. Okay, here is one that is dry. Okay, I already have paint all over my hands. Okay, so here's one that is dry. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a sanding block. This is very well used and I love it because it's about the right consistency so that I don't do too much scratching or scraping. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pad, sanding pad, and I'm going to just start removing the top layer of paint wherever any of the raised area is. Okay, so see how it's looking? I can do it a little bit quicker though with a little rougher pad, sanding pad. So we're just making Christmas ornaments today. We're using the Decor molds. There are 4, 2 different packs are available, and you can contact your local retailer for those. But there's only 21 days till Christmas, can you believe that? So we gotta get busy. So I've made so many of these, I don't even know how many. Maybe close to 100 so far from my shop, and they just come out so cute. And I'll be making them again next year. But maybe we'll have different ornaments for next year. Okay, so just dust that off, tap it off. Okay, so see what happens is when you're sanding it away, so it allows the first color to pop through, and it gives it a really cool vintage, like shabby chic kind of look, right? All right, so then the next step, and I would also paint the back, or you can decoupage the back, add a really pretty tissue, or you can use the Redesign with Prima, the new, let me think, what are they called? The new stamps. Oh my God, they were just released today. They're gorgeous. Go back and check. There were a couple lives earlier where all of the brand ambassadors came on and they were showing about these amazing stamps. So check that out. So you can stamp any design you want on the back and come up with something really, really creative. And again, it would be like vintage, so it looks so sharp. All right, my next step that I need to do is I need to make a hole so that my ornament or gift tag can hang. And what I've done is I just take my scissor and I go wherever I want this to hang. So just like that, super simple. And I'm going to set that there. Here's one that I made earlier. Now this was done with what did I say before? The balsa wood. This was done with balsa wood. And it really doesn't look any, I have decoupage on the back. It really doesn't look any different, and it really has exactly the same consistency. Okay, so either way, but definitely the cardboard is more recyclable and cheaper. Okay, so I did that, and what I did next was I had some fun, and I just went to my local craft store and I just grabbed some greenery or some gold. And what I did is I just cut one off of each of these, just like this. And like this. Okay, so you've got that. And then what I did is I just added the greenery up at the top, okay, and then added one right here. Comes out really, really cute, okay, and then you just hang a pretty ribbon. I have some ribbon also, and then you just add some ribbon through the hole and just hang it, and it comes out adorable. And of course you can do any different way that you want. I'll show you what they look like finished. So there is one. So that would be one of the bells. Okay, here is the hanging ornament. Oh, here's another one too. Same thing, but because I did the cardboard in different sizes, they just look totally different. Here's another mold that I used. So, and this one wasn't for Christmas, but now it is. So it looks nice. And then that tells you that you can also make these for just, you know, for any reason at all. And you know what, anybody with the way things are going would appreciate a beautiful gift tag nowadays, especially if it's homemade, handmade by you, right? So I'll hang these back up and I'll show you a few more. And if you have any questions, I'm going to check that out now also. So here is another one. Bring it close. And you can hang any type of ribbon that you want from it. Again, I put some tissue, decoupage tissue on the back, but to put some really, those really amazing stamps that just got released today. It'll be beautiful. Here's another different mold for just a different effect. Now, if you look, what I did with these, this one, so I did the sanding, right? But then I came back and I took one of our Decor waxes, and this was gold, and I just took it with my finger or brush, whatever you choose to use, and I just applied it like so, just randomly. You don't have to be perfect with it. I'm trying to give a really cool aged look. You can also add it to the edges. I did that on a few, came out really, really nice. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed my little craft. But yeah, they're really, really cute. And yes, you can paint the back white. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so thank you again. You can contact your local retailer and find these molds. Okay. Again, Victorian Adornments, and then these are the silver bells. Okay. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys real soon.